Hi everyone, my name is Sarai and this is my second beta discussion for We Should All Be Feminists. During a chance meeting with the journalist whom Adichie meets while on a promotional tour for one of her books, the journalist recommended her not to call herself a feminist because of its negative connotation. Adichie didn't take offense, but rather understood that many people had preconceptions of what feminist meant, and so she changed what she called herself to a happy feminist, so people would not assume and think of her in a negative way. From a young age, Adichie recognized the inequalities women and men in her environment went through, including herself, and realized that what was obvious to her was not obvious to other people. She always thought of herself as a capable and worthy woman, just as men were seen. She believes the misunderstandings about feminism and feminist women come from culture and their beliefs of how a woman should be. She believes in equality for all genders, an idea many can't come to a realization with because they've grown blind to it. A feminist is not a woman that is sad, cannot find a husband, doesn't like bras, doesn't wear lip gloss, but a feminist is a man or a woman who realizes there is a problem with gender and wants to fix it. When Adichie was younger, the first moment she remembers experiencing gender inequality was in primary school. She was trying to be class monitor, a position she would earn if she scored the highest score. But when she succeeded, her position was given to a boy because the teacher believed only a male could have the role of class monitor. She believed it was unfair since she went fair and square, an idea the teacher did not share with her. Another experience of gender inequality as a young adult for Adichie was when she was leaving an establishment with a friend. She tipped a man that helped them find parking, and the man took the money from her hands, but immediately gave thanks to the man that was accompanying Adichie. This shows how society has made the waiters in Nigerian culture make the woman invisible, even when it's impossible to do so. The experiences Adichie has gone through have made her angry about gender inequality since it has affected her in a very personal way. But it has also made her hopeful because she knows that it can change. She wants people to become aware of the problem because without realizing that there is a problem, one cannot fix it. Adichie states that she is angry about gender bias because she not only understands it and realizes it, but she has personally felt the gender inequality that comes with gender bias. She doesn't want to be ignored or thought of as unworthy. She knows women are just as capable as men, sometimes even more capable. To change the situation, Adichie believes it begins at home by changing the way we teach our sons and daughters. If we teach our children to treat one another as equal and teach them the same morals and values, then our children will grow up to be happier and their true selves. A story that Adichie offers as an example of the consequences of gender perception in a woman's life is that of a woman that sold her house in order to not intimidate any potential husbands. Society taught her that being too successful would not allow her to marry, at least not as easily. Another story Adichie shared with us was that of an unmarried woman that wore a wedding ring when she went to conferences for her to be taken more seriously of. This shows how much society has placed value on a ring which signifies a man rather than the woman herself. Another story Adichie shared with us was that of a married couple who had the same job, yet the woman was still doing the housework as they got home. It is an expectation for the woman to clean and cook rather than have it be an equal between woman and husband. This shows how fragile a man's masculinity really is that he cannot even come to the idea of cooking for himself. According to Adichie, appearance can affect the way a woman gets treated. To be taken more seriously or seen as more respectable, then you have to dress like a man. She gave the example of her first day at work. She wanted to be taken more seriously, so she wore a boring suit to resemble a man's style, rather than what she really wanted to wear, which was a skirt and lip gloss. Gender matters because gender has preconceived ideas that make women work twice as hard in order to be perceived a certain way. From watching this video, I gained a better insight of what a feminist really is. I've heard many definitions of feminism, but did not truly understand it myself until I watched this video. I do view myself as a feminist because I also believe that women and men should be treated equally. I don't like to be treated as a fragile person just because I am female, but I also don't try to fulfill the preconceptions of how a female should dress or feel like. I like to be myself and I try to encourage others to do the same.